Remy's Varsity Vogue,
the Key Club Blood Drive,
the other robotics team,
the Push Diversity Assembly.
More awards for Inklings.
All this and so much more.
Good morning, Staples. Good morning, Staples. It is Thursday, April 10th. I'm Valerie Kirsch.
And I'm Thomas Jones. Vacation is finally about to happen.
For many of you, it begins tomorrow.
And for some of you, it begins Monday.
In any event, we have a great show for you today.
And that show begins after we stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We start the show with a piece that came from last week's Push Diversity Assembly. Chris McKinney got a chance to talk with the performers in last week's assembly.
And Hans Ulrich offered to cut it together to make it into an interesting piece to start our show today.
Hi Staples, it's me, Chris McKinney. I'm here with Push Physical Theater, and today they came to Staples to give us a performance. Would you guys mind introducing yourselves for the students?
Sure.
I'm Tom.
I'm Heather.
I'm Avi.
And I'm Jonathan. Can you explain a little bit of what you guys did?
Yes. We did about a 40-minute show, and based on physical theater, which physical theater we explain a little bit of mime, acting, dance, balancing, acrobatics, anything that you need to borrow from any art form to be able to tell a story non-verbally, and that's what we do.
Mm-hmm. What would you like them to most take away from the experience as a whole?
Looking beyond yourselves and looking for what other people, how you can help others, and especially when they're struggling or needing help, kind of stepping into the mess with them.
And as you guys may have just seen, we were joined by one of our leads.
Yeah, so I'm Darren Stevenson. I'm the other artistic director besides Heather and Push Physical Theater.
Now I have to ask, a lot of the show involved the metal ring. What was sort of the meaning behind the metal ring?
It's sort of open to interpretation, and we really wanted something that would sort of symbolize the character's isolation from the other people and sort of his bubble of trauma.
So before we go, is there anything you'd like to say to the Staples students, just as a last reminder, something that you want to leave them with?
I think the biggest thing that I would want to say is live life for something greater than just yourself and be good to each other. It's important.
It always comes back to you. The way you treat others is the way you're going to be treated, most of the time. But keep pushing to be kind, and kindness is a choice.
All right, well, I'd just like to thank you guys very much for coming in. It was an amazing performance. Mr. Honeycutt, you can check on his YouTube channel. He'll be uploading the footage later on this week. And now we'll throw it back to the host.
Good job interviewing the performers, Chris. And thanks Hans and Grayson for editing the piece together for today's show.
Up next is a video by Remy Bonnet about the recent Varsity Vogue exhibition at Ed Mitchell's.
This is #1 champion sound, yeah, Estelle, we about to get down. Who the hottest in the world right now, just touched down in London town. Bet they give me a pound, tell them put the money in my hand right now. Got a promoter, we need more seats, we just sold out all the floor seats.
Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York, I'd love to see LA.
It's our dream to have walked in Varsity Vogue, because when we were little freshmen, you gotta work your way up the ranks. We finally made it to modeling, and basically a fundraiser for the cheer team and all varsity sports. And it's really fun.
Dressed in all your fancy clothes, sneakers looking fresh to death. I'm loving no show toes. Walking that walk, talk that slick talk. I can miss American boy, American boy. Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday.
But I still talk that cash, cause a lot of wags wanna hear it. And I'm feeling like Mike at his baddest, like the pips at the gladdest. And I know they love it, so they hell with all that rubbish.
Would you be my lover? Would you be mine? Would you be mine?
Great job, Remy. It is so fun to see the cheerleaders and our football players strutting their stuff on Mitchell's runway.
Earlier in the year, we covered the I-Squared Robotics team. Today we would like to turn our attention to the other team, Team 577 Record Robotics, and their recent tournament successes. Here's Ken to tell you more about it.
Hey Staples, I'm Ken, and I'm part of Team 577 Record Robotics. What you're about to see is some footage from our East Super Regional competition we attended. Both teams, Record Robotics and I2R Robotics, will be there, and have a look. So here we are in York, Pennsylvania, FTC's East Super Regional competition. Over 75 teams competed, Maine through Virginia, and all of the Connecticut teams rooted for each other, stood by each other. So part of the challenge this year is to collect blocks and place them into those bins you can see, and at the end we have to do a pull-up on a bar so you can see 4 robots doing a pull-up bar. Ours is in the back. It's heavy, 50-pound robot, and we barely made the lift last second. And then you can see our bot again scoring more blocks. Basically you have to balance out the pendulum with blocks, try and fill as many as you can, raise the flag in the last 30 seconds of the game. It's all programmed, built, and done by team members on the robotics team. Like you can see, here's I2R members working on the robot at the competition while in the pits. Here's footage of completely programmed, autonomous period where the robots have to score a block and ramp. As you can see, their team is from all across the East Coast, and that's us heading back to the pits. It's Max Levin and Alex Older, captains of the team. And there's also Troy Fantini, he's also another captain. And it requires a lot of, they're the drivers as well, it requires a lot of teamwork, coordination. Troy coaches and lets Max and Alec know how many blocks they're scoring, and Max and Troy control the arms and driving the robot so they can score the proper amount of blocks and make sure they're not holding too many or too little. And we had a blast. It was a great time and a huge experience, and now we're heading to Worlds. Wish us luck. So there you have it, Staples. As it turns out, it actually costs around $15,000 to travel to Worlds, expenses and all. And it'd be great if you guys could chip in $1 or $2 if you can. So the link to our GoFundMe page will be on the screen, and hopefully you guys could check that out. Also, our contact info will be on the TVs around the school throughout the week. So thanks.
So if you would like to help our team's trip to the Nationals, watch the TVs around the school for pertinent information on how to donate. So good luck to both teams as they finish out this year's competitions.
Up next, we have some announcements for you. Here's some information about our Student Ambassador Program.
Hi everybody, Mrs. Fugit here in the College and Career Center. We want to let you know that we're now accepting applications for our Student Ambassador Program. The Student Ambassador Program is a service organization that serves the school in the following way. You can greet guests that come to the school, college reps, assist us in back to school nights and parent coffees, show new kids around the school. So if you're interested in being a part of our program and you're a current sophomore or junior with a free period next year, please check your mail. We have sent you an application. that's attached, or you can stop by the College and Career Center and grab an application and fill it out. Applications are due no later than Wednesday, April 23rd at 2:15 p.m. Come join us.
Next, we have an announcement about a big upcoming Best Buddy event.
Hi, Best Buddies is holding another fundraiser this April 22nd, the Tuesday after break when you come back. It's going to be down at the Alex and Ani store on Post Road here in Westport from 5 in the afternoon till 7. So if you go down to the store and purchase everything they've got, 15% of the sales will go towards Best Buddies. And so I just hope everybody can come down and support Best Buddies. Thanks.
Our last announcement is about the recently updated job bank here at Staples.
Many students will be looking for summer jobs this year. The College and Career Center recently put up a job bank on the Staples website. Here's how to get to it. Open up the Staples homepage, and under the Departments tab, go to the Guidance Office. Under that, you're going to want to go to the College and Career Center. When you click in the Job Banks link, click on the job listings to go to the job bank.
Next, we have some tips for you.
First, we begin with this week's coaching tip from none other than Coach P himself.
Hey Staples, here's the next coaching tip of the week.
The difference between a successful person and a person who is not successful is not for the lack of knowledge, lack of strength, or lack of talent, but for the lack of will.
Thanks Coach P for your wise words of wisdom. We'll see you after break with another tip.
Thanks, Coach P, for speaking with us and sharing some of your wisdom. We hope to hear from many more of our coaches this spring.
We end our show today as we always do with Kelsey Shockey in this week's Happy Tip.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Good morning, Staples. This is Kelsey Shockey, and I hope you're all having a great day. The habit tip that I have for you this week is to try and listen to some music. Even for a person like myself, I know that I need to listen to some music to get my mind off of things and make me happy again. So Staples, that's my happy tip for this week, and I hope you all have a great vacation. See you next time.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Thanks, Kelsey, and thanks to all of you who helped make this show possible.
That's our show for this week, Staples. The Period 8 class will be back after vacation with their next show,
regardless of when vacation begins with you.
We wish a great and enjoyable April break.
Goodbye.